Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending from where you are tuning in. As Sara said, it's a lovely morning in Saudi Arabia. It is a cozy 25 degrees Celsius, and it's a Liwas day. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Sara Livazovic, but close ethnic, and I am a senior research specialist with Dow Chemical Company located in Saudi Arabia. So today it's our first insight session, leading through uncertain economy and challenging times. And it is my pleasure to introduce our guest today, Mr. Bruno Tombolesi, General Manager for EMEA and India region in Advanced Refined Technologies Hydroprocessing. Welcome, Bruno, and thank you for joining us today.
Thanks a lot for being invited to this prestigious forum, and nice to meet you, all of you. As you said, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are.
Depending where you are, exactly. And to set the tone, I want to start with a quote. And it says that it is not the strongest or the most intelligent who survive. It is those who adapt. And with that, I want to keep you in this, waiting to hear what we will talk about. Bruno, I really want to start today with, focusing on one word in our title, leading through uncertain times and economy, not managing, leading. And I think that through the past 18 months, we have seen this human factor come more to extend more than before. We talk about well-being, mental health. So tell me, what is your opinion? What does it really mean to lead today? And does leading and managing are now favor each other, or they what is the more important than the other?
I've been reflecting a lot on this topic since I was invited into this. And what I see really is that the managing style has changed, and it required the managing style to be changed. I mean, many of you may know the famous DISC. I mean, the typical attitude and personal profile of people. I think that the D, the dominant, telling the other what to do and imposing their view, is a model that is definitely over. I think really that today it's important to be inspiring people, to be motivating people, but to extract their view on things. Really managing this difficult time, it's a collaborative and team effort. And in my opinion, a leader is to be the one that is capable of capturing ideas, making sense out of those ideas, and essentially enabling collaborative decision and collaborative team effort. This is my view, and I strongly believe in this. I would say that there's, in my opinion, like a sort of renaissance, even of the managerial style. And this is key. Engagement in the inclusion, diversity and inclusion are not words, are really concrete elements to succeed in this difficult time.
I absolutely agree with you. And, we don't say inclusion, diversity is not just something we write on a paper or we look at the seminar. It's something we really live today, right? And, now, so thank you very much for that insight. I want to focus on another word in our title, which is uncertain economy. I think that there has never been a year in a human history that somebody says, oh, what a wonderful year, problem-free year. We had wars, hunger, market crashes, you name it. So uncertain economy and challenging times are omnipresent. It is how we deal with them that matters. And throughout the history, we see companies that thrive and they manage, and we see those who just silently disappear. So what, in your opinion, you see as differentiation, as the traits of those who succeed through challenging times and those who don't?
I mean, I strongly believe that today, to survive, you have to be open and to adapt to the changes that are ongoing. Again, another thing that I was really thinking these days, since the first industrial revolution, we went through industrial revolution 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially, technology has been driving the changes in the society, in the entire society. Today, I think that there's been a sort of shift in paradigm. We are still benefiting from many industrial progress, by many technology advances, but the society is looking for a better way of living. And out of this, the industry is imposed to follow. It's no longer the industry with the new technology ideas that is imposing the society to adapt. It's the other way around. It's the society that is imposing the industry to adapt for having a better future, a better life. We understand that this global warming and the impact of our footprint on the climate, on the globe, it can be really irreversible. That's why now we have changed the way we want to do things. First of all, we want to improve the society, we want to improve the economy, we want to give a good chance to everybody. The industry has to adapt. If we understand this, we can translate this understanding into concept, into ideas, into new progress that enable that first target to happen, and the industry will succeed. I mean, we cannot oppose. We are in the oil industry. We understand that the oil industry has to adapt. But adaptation doesn't mean that we will die. Adaptation may mean that we have to capture the new opportunities that this new scenario is giving us, and we have to follow. That's really my view. Opposing to this is a no way. Little by little, a company that doesn't want to adapt will agonize.
I really like you said that, society is the one driving a change. And
that's why I mentioned the Renaissance before. It happened already in history. Renaissance was like that. To get out of the Middle Age, people decided that they wanted to have a better life. All the society and the industry at the time was not industry, was artisans. They followed. The result has been really a much better life, and even still today, masterpieces in our history and architecture that are still there, showing us that that is a fantastic model. I don't want to be too much optimistic, stay still with my foot on the ground, but I think that this is really what the scenario we have in front of us. If we understand, we will make it out of it a very good opportunity.
And hopefully we will now, as you said, we are setting, kind of the ground for this new renaissance. And, 100, 200 years later on, they will say in 2021, this is when the grounds were started. I want to now shift, from companies, leadership to employees. Mm-hmm. So we have seen, throughout the last 18 months, really kind of an increase in resignation, right? They call it the great resignation that's happening in the US. And we have tired, exhausted, scared people that came out of this pandemic. And then we also have a different generational workforce. So we have, different generations, such as baby boomers retiring, the millennials coming into their own, the Gen Z just entering the workforce. So now, how do you, as a leader, how do leaders and managers really empower, engage, focus the people that have a really diverse needs and thoughts? So, how do you equally empower a diverse group of people?
In our company, my company, we have, let's say, done during this period, engagement and inclusion survey. We have asked people questions exactly around the topics that you were mentioning in order to understand their view on this. Because really, and we are changing even our way of working. I mean, smart working is something that we will keep for those that like it. As long as we understand that they are effective in the way they work for us, effectiveness at work is important. Not really the way I impose you a model to work. And this is really what we are doing extensively in our company in order to give everybody the opportunity to live and work at the same time in the best comfort zone. It's working effectively. I mean, we see really success. People is engaged, people is motivated, and people can even really adapt their lifestyle to the current situation. I mean, some countries are again in lockdown in Europe. So yeah. Really, you need to maintain continuity, to give everybody the opportunity to perform in the best comfort zone for them. Thanks God we have the technology, information technology today that is helping us a lot. I mean, I'm here in Milan, I'm participating in this call. I had the possibility of commuting only 15 minutes. Without going through many, let's say, headache and challenges of getting a green pass for Europe, then 2 shots to go to Dubai, then another 3 to go to Bahrain. I mean, thanks God I'm here and I can do this and I can share my view with all of you and listen from you, which is extremely exciting.
Exactly. And, Bruno, before, we close the session, I would really like to ask you to, the words of wisdom from Bruno about what do you want to leave your audience with today?
Yes. I mean, I'm an historian, not only an engineer, okay? And history repeats. This is really key. And I want to share with you a sentence that probably, I tell you, I will write in the conversation, okay? And this as such, it comes from Seneca. It says that ducunt volentem fata nolentem traunt. I will write it and translate it. It says that people that do not accept the changes or their destiny, they will be pulled with force into that, which is no good. Those that accept the change will be accompanied into the change. And this is for me really, I'm writing down, is the keynote for this.
We will make sure that everybody can see it on our chat on Hopin. I think it's a very good. You can learn Latin, by the way, and then you can also adopt Bruno's. The wise, as they say, dicta and sententia in Latin. Thank you very much, Bruno.
Can you see it,
I can
Sara?
see it. I'll please ask our admin if they can forward it to our. Everybody can see it from our open website. Thank you very much, Bruno. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for sharing your insights, and please stay tuned in. Thank you.
My great pleasure. Bye, everybody.